Okay. Now you give me your outputs. So I'll just write your outputs as comments here. Then we'll verify whose output will be correct at the end.
Y is equal to 5 and A is equal to 10 for the first statement of print, and for the second statement of the print, Y is equal to no, Y is equal to 10, A is equal to 2, and in next line it will be A is equal to
2.
A, A plus Y is equal to 12 for the second, means it will be at the next line. And for the third one, it will be Y is equal to 5 and A
Y
is
is
equal
equal
to
to
10.
5, A is equal to 2. Sir, 10, 10, 10, sorry.
Okay. So this is your output you're saying. So for line number 1 gives you 10, sorry, 5, 10.
No,
Okay.
line
So
1 gives you Y is equal to 5 and A is equal to 10.
A is equal to 10. बराबर ही है ना फिर वो.
fine. Okay. So let us see this explanation of this. First, A value is 10, Y value is 5, so which are in the global area. So A and Y will be the global variables. Then the execution starts from this place. Then definition my function. So it won't have any right to go inside the function. So it will go to the main program that is starting from here, this print statement. So whenever it is printing this, the Y value and A value are not available in the main area, but they are available in the global area. So it will take the value from the global section. So Y value is 5. So within the double quotes, whatever the message is, that,
Yes.
yeah, that is shown on the screen. So it will be Y is equal to, the value of Y is 5. So it prints 5 as it is. Then comma A is equal to, and A is also in the global area, so which is 10. So line number 1 is Y is equal to 5 and A is equal to 10. Then you have a print statement. So this print statement is calling the my function. This is a function call now. So whenever you make a function call, the control jumps to the function calling. That means it go to this location. So it starts executing from here. Now here y is equal to a. That means here see this a is not a local variable because a is not defined here. A is coming from the global area, and this y is a local variable which we are creating here. It will make a new copy that is available in the local section. So this y will be the value of a, which is 10, and a will be 2. And this a and this a both are different now. This is a local variable a, this is a global variable 10. So a value here is 2 and y value will be 10. Now print y is equal to y, so it will print y value as 10 and a value will be 2. And after this print a plus y is there, so a value is 2 and y value is 10. So it will make a value of a plus y will be 12, right? Here addition is happening, right? A plus y. So a value is 2, y value is 10. It will make it as 12 and return a plus y. So again we are returning a plus y. That a plus y will be, it is again 12, right? So this is going into this location. So here it will print a 12 in between because we have a print statement. What is the value it received? It will print that value also, right? So it prints 12 here. Then print y is equal to y. Now this y is coming from the global area, which remains as 5, and this a is again global value, which is 10, so it remains as 10. Okay, so that is question number 7. So it's asking like, what is the wrong with the following function definition? Yes. Have you got it? So what is the problem with the given function definition?
So it will not never print, na sir?
Yeah, it will never print. Reason?
Sir, because that return is there, na?
Yes.
The function will come to return, then again it will go upside, then again
Okay.
it will be go.
Yes, yes.
It is correct, sir.
Yeah, correct, exactly. So the problem with this function is that you are not executing the complete function body, because in this function we have two statements. So these two belong to the function body, but out of this, because of written statement, the control straight away comes out of this function body. So it will never execute this print statement. Then what is the purpose of writing this here? So it must be And generally, whenever you have a return statement, the value will go to function call. You can print from that place. If you are doing that, you don't require this print statement. Suppose if you are printing here, you don't require return statement, because all the thing from this program we want is value of x plus y plus z. It will come either ways, either with the help of print statement in the function definition, or because of return statement, the value will go to the function call. There we can print. So output will come anyway. So if you write this return statement, you don't require this print here. And if you write print before of this, even though you write return statement also, not having any impact on this. So this print, because of this return statement, this print will never get executed. So which is useless. Fine. Then question number 8, write a function namely fun that takes no parameters and always return none. So can you write the statement for this? Write a function namely, function name is fun that takes no parameters. So parameters are not there and always return none. So which means, so what should I be doing here for getting this kind of function definition?
Sir,
Question number 8, they're asking you to define a function. The function name is fun and it won't have any parameters and always return none.
None.
So what should be your function definition then? The function name.
def and empty bracket.
So
Empty bracket.
yes. So name of this function is fun without parameters, they said. So you should simply use the brackets and colon, and they said it will return a value none.
None.
Simply say return. Don't return anything from here. So we are return, when you don't return anything from this function, it will return a none value. That's
Yes.
it. This is the definition. Nothing else they're asking from this. Okay. Then question number 9.
So that problem is giving answer solution rightly, but when we declare that
Hello.
when we declare that A as global in that function.
But that should not be the case. Then if every time if you make the value of A as global, then what is the use of the global variables? We have a scope. We said that scope of the global variable is available throughout the program. So throughout the program is function body also belongs to the program. So if a local value is not available, it should be a global value accessed. I'll find out what is the reason for this. So let it be. Question number 9. Consider the code below and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so there are 2 questions given. The code is here. So definition, multiply number 1 comma number 2. Answer is equal to number 1 into number 2. Print number 1 comma times comma number 2 is equal to answer. Okay, fine. Return answer. Output is equal to multiply 5 comma 5. Okay. The question number 1 is saying when the code above is executed and what it prints out.
So it will not print out, no, sir.
Why?
Sir, because the return answer means it will return to that answer, no, sir.
But before that we have a print statement, right? Before coming
No,
to,
it will print. It will print.
before coming to return only,
But-
we have a print message.
And multiply 5 comma 5 what, sir?
What
Sir,
you
it
don't
will
have
print
anything?
like. Sir, it will print like this. Number
Five
one.
by-
No, number 1 means 5. 5 times
Okay.
5 is equal to
Yeah.
25.
Yes, correct. See here, what is order of program execution? So this is line number 1 getting executed. Then it comes to this main logic. See, this whole thing is a body of the function. So this whole thing here, this is the body of the function. Okay. So return statement also, it includes return statement also. So whenever you come to this location, now this is your function call. When you make a function call, the control come back to this location, right? Now from here we'll go inside. Now answer is equal to number 1 into number 2. So phi and phi 2 parameters which I am passing. What type of parameters?
25.
Yeah, what type of parameters are those? That will be an objective question for paper next exam. So I'll give you one parameter. I'll ask you to what type of parameters are those? Are they positional parameters? Are the default parameters? Are the keyword parameters? So what will be your answer?
Keyword parameters.
No, they are positional or
Print
required
Positional.
arguments. Yes, correct. So phi will positional means the compulsory arguments which we are passing, right? So phi is passed to number 1 and phi is passed to number 2. And answer is equal to number 1 into number 2, which is phi into phi, that is 25. So answer variable value is 25. Then there is a print statement, print of number 1. So number 1 is 5, comma, times is in quote, so it is a message. So it prints 5 times. Number 2 will be 5 and equal to is again a message, so shows on the screen as equal to, and answer is 25. So it prints 5 times 5 is equal to 25. That will be the question number 1, but they're not asking that. So when the code above is executed, the above code is getting executed when you call the function multiply 5 comma 5. If you don't call the function multiply, because of this particular line, we are able to call the function definition, and what it prints out is correct, that is 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Okay, the second question is asking, so what is variable output equal to after the code is executed? So what is variable output equal to after the code is executed? So once the code is executed, so what is the value of this answer? It's a variable output they are saying, right? So what is the variable output equal? So output value they're asking. So what is the value of this output?
5 times number means 5 times 5 is equal to 25.
No, no.
25.
Yes, it is 25. See, we are returning answer. So answer value is how much? 25. So we are returning that value.
Yes.
Means that value is coming to the function call. And because of this assignment, the 25 will go to this output. So value of this out, it is a variable which is receiving a value from this location. This value is coming from this return statement. So return answer, what you are returning, you see, you are returning answer. Answer is how much? 5 into 5, which is 25. So this is the value I am sending back. So this value will come here, and because of this equal to, the 25 will go to this variable output. So the value variable output is equal to 25 after the program execution. Fine. The next question, so 10th question we are done as of okay. Find the errors in the code given below. So first you try to go with the question number A. So what is the error in this? Fast.
Print output and how it will be go return to the output, sir.
You're always stuck with print and return. See the full program definition.
So that colons.
Yeah, asking for the error. So first error will be line by line. You have yeah.
Def colon.
First colon is not there. So this is one error. So when you're finding errors, you have to recalculate the errors and underline them. So this is the way how you present your answers. Okay. So definition minus total is a variable, correct. Decrement is another argument. So two arguments are there. So correct. Only problem is that so we don't have this colon. So put a colon, and this is the error you identified. So draw underline below of this. Next, output is equal to total minus decrement. So this is a general formula. So there is no problem with this. Print output. So it will print the output value. So whatever the value you send, it will print. Return output. So this will also return. So as of now in this code, only this problem is there.
Only colon is mistake.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
that print output means that output should be in double inverted comma, no?
No, it is a variable, right? This output is a variable. So there it will print the value
yes.
of it. Okay.
Okay.
If double quotes are there, it just prints output, but they need a value, so it will print the value of output. So return
Yes, sir.
output, it will return the value. Similarly, in the question number B also, We are missing the
Colon.
so put the colons and under,
Colon.
so this is a mistake.
Here also colon.
Okay.
Sir,
Then
define spelling.
yeah, exactly correct. So good. So should not be the full keyword define. It should be
Only def.
yeah def itself. So this should not be there. Only it should be def and check
Def.
by colon and this. N is equal to input of enter n. So it will entering a we will enter a value of n that go to this n. I is equal to 3. Fine. Answer is equal to is it I or 1? I'll just check it.
I.
Okay, it is
Sir, it is I.
okay, fine. So this is I.
So it is I.
Okay, fine, understood. So this is 1. So 1 plus I double star 4 by n. So return answer. So here also there is a problem. So return should not be in capital case. So R should be in lowercase letter.
Small.
Yeah. So this should,
Answer answer should
And
be in
parenthesis for
brackets,
answer.
na?
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis.
no need. Parenthesis is an optional. It is up to you. If you put, because this is a single statement, right? You can write directly. No need of putting parenthesis. It is not compulsory.
In this is not error, na?
Which one?
Last return answer.
No, it is correct. So parenthesis
Yes,
we will keep to make sure to change the priority of the execution, order of execution. Fine. So this is done. Question number C. Okay, this is also about errors, right? So finding the errors from this. Now in this question, you try to solve. So what are the errors we have in this? Yes. Not finding any errors.
Sir, in fifth line.
Fifth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what is error in this line?
Sir, no. Fourth.
4.
There colon.
Okay. So fine. At least colons. Yeah, one mistake.
Sir, how many are there? Mistakes.
Not I don't know.
I'm string is equals to string of n.
Sir,
If
Sir, in that print statement, at last after colon,
that
colon,
in
One-
that two brackets.
alpha
Print
No, sir, it is
beta.
correct.
n comma 5, n is equal to 5.
No. Above
But,
that string is equals to.
No, that is right now.
It is right, sir.
Okay. Let me
Sir,
give.
this dots must come in, colon
Sixth
must
line,
come in
sir.
quotes.
Sir, colons should come after the ending of the brackets.
No,
Yeah.
they must come in quotes.
Yes, sir. This must come in quotes only. After then bracket you should give.
Hmm.
Yes, now correct.
But there are bigger mistakes in this. These are all the basics. Now the conceptual mistakes you need to identify. Okay, let me explain this. So here the execution starts from here. Now function name is alpha and it is having 3 parameters. Out of these 3, one is the positional parameter and other 2 are the default parameters. These two are the default parameters. So your questions will be like this definitely. So I'll give you the function and with some argument and ask you to find out how many are them positional, how many of them default arguments. So like this, your questions may be there. Now see, return beta of string. So this is a function. So beta is a function, so which is here. So you are, but what is the purpose of return statement? The purpose of return statement is to send the value which is coming from here back to the function calling. But generally we are not going inside directly. From this line number 1, so we come to this line, and from there we come to this line. Now in this line there is a print statement, print of alpha of Valentine's Day. So alpha, where is the function? It is here. Now this Valentine's Day will go to n because it is only one argument we are giving. The first argument always go to the first position. So which is, so n value will be Valentine's Day. Then what about the string value and k value? Because I am not sending anything from here, so it will take the default values whatever you provided here. So string value is xyz, k value is 10. So n value is Valentine's Day. Now return, so beta of string. So this is a function call. So when this is a function call, the control has to come back to this beta location, right? So this time I am sending string as an argument. So this string will go to this location. Now this will be xyz again. Now return string double equal to str. Now string is what? The string value is xyz. Str of n is what? What is n value? There is no n available here, right? Is there any n value available in this function? N is available here. So which is a parameter argument of this alpha function. That means it is local to this particular function. So you cannot access n here. Okay. So you cannot access n. So this must be an error here. You're getting? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And because of the return statement,
Yes, sir.
so what will happen? The control again go back to this location. If this statement is correct, we will go back to this location. So based on the result, so this is double equal to means comparison. It will give you result as either true or false. Suppose if this n is, this is not error. If this is correct, so it will compare string and str of n. So it will compare both of them. If result is true, it returns true. So where this return value will go? The return value will again go back to the function calling. So which we are doing it from here. Now this will be either true or false if it is correct. Then return. So we are returning. So because of return statement, the control straight away goes from here to this location. Okay, because it is a function calling for alpha. But this return statement is having no use here, because once you have returned from this location, it will won't go back to again this. So this will be an error. It is not an error, but it will never touch this location. So this is an optional statement. It is not having any impact on the program. It will give you a warning like return statement n doesn't have any impact on the program. Then there is another print statement. Now print beta of string is equal to true. Now this time it is a keyword argument, right? So keyword parameter. So where the string value will be true. So string value go to true, and string is equal to true is equal to again this. If there is no error, so this will return something. So it will again come back to this location. Now print alpha n is equal to 5. I'm saying n value is 5. That means alpha is here. Again from this location, the control goes back to this position. That means this definition. So alpha n value is 5. This goodbye will go to where? String. K value will be 10. So that's it. So we are not looking for the output of this program. So as of now, these are the errors. Error number 1 will be this n cannot be accessed here, and this written n is not needed here, and followed by the colons are missing here, and here also the comma separated value should be there, and also they should be in quotes.
So,
Yes.
sir, you said that if the statement is correct, return string is equal to str of n.
Yeah.
So what will be the value of str of n?
That is what. So this n is unknown to us here. Suppose if n is
So because the first time you said the n value will be Valentine's Day. So what will be accessed when we write str of n?
so here this n value is Valentine's Day, because whenever you call alpha function, you are sending a variable that is Valentine's Day. So this value will go to n, because we are not specifying, because Python variables are dynamic. So n can be sometimes string, it can be integer. Suppose here you see, here it is a string because you're sending a string, here it is an integer because you're sending integer. Fine. So this n is available only in this area. That means within the function body of this alpha. Outside the function body of the alpha, it is nothing or unknown. Okay, n can be accessed only in this location, within this. But you see this n is not having any scope here. You cannot access. Suppose in a case, if this n is declared in the global area, and the value of n is declared something. Suppose say maybe I am declaring it as something like hi or something, maybe some alphabets I cannot write properly. Then it will compare the